Hey Scorpio, welcome to your weekly forecast for July 27th through August 2nd. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this lovely deck here. And then we're going to pull a money and abundance affirmation card from this deck here. So without further ado, we're going to go in with our mermaid cards here, keeping with our mermaid and ocean theme for the summer. And we're going to see what's happening for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising for the week ahead. One more shuffle, and then we're gonna get into the cards, my darlings. All right, so we've got 1, 2. All right, so first card here we have Yemaya, and it says Yemaya, grandmother, ocean, primordial. All right, so there could be something here where you are connecting with your maternal lineage from your mother's side, or with a grandmother or grandmother energy. For some of you, you may be feeling that energy around you. This could be quite literal for those of you who are of age. Maybe you're getting news of a grandchild or a grandbaby, or finally getting to see a grandbaby. However, I think for the majority of you, this is very symbolic, and this could be the aspect of healing that comes in through the ocean, or comes in through connecting with ourselves through water. Okay, now Scorpio, you guys are water signs, or I should say we're water signs, as I'm also a Scorpio. And so there can be something very healing. There could be a certain wisdom that sometimes we're able to connect with through that connection. Those of you that you have watched my videos for a while, you might have heard me talk about the fact that I found my spiritual connection through the water when I began going swimming, as a way of just kind of trying to relieve stress, and it's the only thing that felt comforting at the time. And I found my spiritual connection in the water. Now, you might not be able to go swimming, you might not be able to go to the ocean, but you can do things like take a bath or take a shower. Maybe you can't take a bath where you are. Another thing that you can do is you can definitely connect with water energy or ocean energy through like the, and you can even look them up on YouTube. YouTube has a ton of them for free. Or if you have like a music streaming app like Spotify or something, you can definitely look up ocean sounds. Whale sounds, whale calls are very, very healing. So you might be kind of doing some inner work by incorporating water energy or ocean energy, even if you can't get near the ocean right now. It might be something some of you are calling in. And again, the grandmother is going to be the nurturing energy, the loving energy, wisdom, right? Wisdom, knowledge, that sage kind of wisdom that some of you are going to be tapping into in the coming weeks. Some of you might also be receiving information that is being handed down or passed down to you from a grandmother or grandmother figure. And for some of you, this is going to be a grandmother who is stepping in and visiting from beyond from the other side. You might be receiving messages in your dreams, or you might be receiving messages in I'm getting teary. I'm getting teary because my grandma has been coming to me a lot, actually in the last couple of days before recording this reading. So some of you are going to be having that experience, that you are having visitations with messages. And I feel for a lot of you it's happening because you're going to end up being either the matriarch or patriarch of your family. Okay? And so I do feel like there's guidance coming your way from a ancestral connection. Your next card here, Scorpio, is beauty, and it says grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. So this is basically a very fancy way of saying beautiful inside and out, right? And this is what a lot of you are going to be accessing at this time, Scorpio. Beautiful inside and out. I feel like there's a lot of messages here for you in this card. Because one of the things, and I want to say this in a way that I'm being honest, what I see in this card. I'm not trying to be like critical or like, you know, put anybody down. I do, when I look at this card, I do see a beautiful woman. I do. I see a beautiful woman. But I also see a woman that there's something very different about not only the way that she looks in terms of the structure of her face, but like the way, like her expression. There's something about her expression where it might not be a traditionally sexy expression, or you know, I don't, like I kind of I guess what I'm trying to say is she's a beautiful woman, but she also doesn't like look like, or she's not carrying herself exactly like what you would think in terms of like perfection. You know, she's got awesome hair, you know, and she does have a pretty face. But there's certain quirks about her is what I'm trying to say. There's certain quirks about her. And Scorpio, I feel like a lot of you are kind of beginning to see your beauty and inside and out, and you're allowing it to shine. But something about this card makes me feel like you're learning how to use your quirks or your differences in a way that draw people in, that are like a part of the attractiveness, right? There's so much covering up that we do. We all do it. Men do it, women do it. We all do, non-binary, we all do it. We all try to find ways of concealing certain aspects of ourselves, or hiding or drawing attention away from certain aspects of ourselves. But I just kind of feel like you're embracing it, and it's working. It's working for you, right? You're finding a way to make it work for you. And again, just being that energy, beautiful inside and out. The pink is really kind of jumping out at me too, the little pink flowers here. And pink for me is a color that I associate with unconditional love. So I feel like a lot of the confidence is coming from like unconditional love of self. And you are attracting unconditional love your way as you are loving yourself unconditionally. And I don't mean only in the romantic sense, because you guys know that in my weekly forecasts, I try to, you know, steer clear of romance, because I do the monthly love readings and I try to look in other ways. So when I mean unconditional love, I don't only mean romantic. You know, this could also be why some of you are having that grandma energy. Maybe, you know, you come from a very critical family, or maybe you were made to feel a lot of pressure growing up, like you weren't meeting up to expectation, or you weren't, you know, you weren't quite cutting it or fulfilling your obligations or responsibilities or whatever it might be. I just feel like there's this energy of learning to love yourself unconditionally, and that's going to be attracting those kinds of relationships with the people in your life, not necessarily only romantic. The next card here, Scorpio, is water flight. So yeah, definitely water is going to be an element that's going to be really good for you all to be connecting with this week. It says heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness, right? Just like being in the water, right? That's why they always recommend, if somebody has a hard time walking or moving, or they're trying to recover from injuries or strengthen muscles that have weakened, water is really great, because there is a sense of weightlessness when you're in the water. And you do actually end up strengthening your body, being in that weightlessness. So I feel like there's this big ascension coming up, or this healing. See how there's all these whales around her? And I was just saying how listening to whale sounds is very, very healing. So I kind of feel like this is a message that Spirit is really emphasizing for us that, you know, maybe lay down when you're going to sleep or taking a nap. Maybe let yourself listen to whale sounds and drift off listening to whale sounds. Very, very, very healing energy with the whales. So I feel that there's a big burden that is coming off of your shoulders, and you're feeling like you are lifting up. You feel like you're getting lighter. Okay, maybe for some of you, if you've been wanting to physically get lighter, if you've been feeling like there's been a lot of pressure on your body, or you've been wanting to get weight off, that could be happening for some of you as well. But overall, it's just this energy of coming out from the depths. You know, I know a lot of Scorpios have been in hermit mode for a long time, and so maybe in this hermit mode, you're kind of releasing or processing the last of what you've been processing, and you're coming up to the surface again, right? You're coming up to the surface again. So ascension, healing, coming up, you know, feeling lighter, feeling unburdened. The next card here, Scorpio, is the Silky Enter Skin. Now, this is interesting because this card also came out for Sagittarius. And so maybe some of you are on that Sagittarius cusp. Maybe you have Sagittarius in your chart somewhere. Or you may be dealing with a Sagittarius because this card came up for them as well. But not necessarily. It could just be that you know, we have the same energy moving through here in these two readings. In terms of this point anyway. And I'm getting the same vibe from this card for you, Scorpio, as I did for Sagittarius. This is a card about authenticity, like it says here. Reclaiming your authenticity. Okay. Now, what jumped out at me, yes, we're talking about authenticity and being ourselves and seeing our beauty and you know, our inner wisdom and all that wonderful stuff. But what jumps out at me when I see this card is the little seals, the cute little adorable seals. And the seals are considered to be fairly harmless, but unfortunately, just because of the skin that they have on their body, the pelts that they have on their body, they are targets for hunters. They are targets for people who just like want to come in and club them, you know. And it's sad. I do think there's a lot more restrictions now where it's not as common and it might not be happening as much. However, it is a sad reality. And so in this way, Scorpio, a similar message for Sagittarius, there may have been this fear for you to shine. There may have been this fear for you to be seen. And this might be why you're having these visitations from a grandmother or grandmother energy, because it may have not been safe for you to be seen, you know, to draw attention to yourself or like to be yourself, right? Shots fired. So even if it's not like a physical fear, like a seal would be in physical fear, it could be that you have had not so great experiences, and so it became for you that, go, well, let me just lay low, or let me hide, or let me not draw attention to myself. So it's coming into a sense of safety and adaptability and being able to you know, kind of transform even, right? This card made me think of a card that's in the spirit animal deck, with the octopus card, and the message there was about shape-shifting, like, you know, learning when to disguise yourself or to hide, or when to like be revealed, or to show yourself. So a lot of you are learning you know, adaptability in this way, when to be seen, how to maybe keep yourself safe or feeling safe, right? As you're kind of coming out into embracing who you are and showing yourself. So we're going to go ahead and pull your money affirmation card. And as always, Scorpio, I encourage you guys to watch your moon sign and rising sign videos. Some weeks they may resonate with you more than others. They may add a little extra information that can be very helpful for some of you, but do check that out. Or you may want to schedule a private reading. You can do so by clicking on the Calendly link and scheduling a private reading there. So what we have here, my darlings, is visualization. And the message here is, I make mental pictures of my goals that are simple and to the point. I like that, simple and to the point. Because one of the mistakes people make when they're manifesting is they don't just visualize or daydream or manifest what they're trying to get. They create a very elaborate story in their mind of how they're going to get there, right? Because that's the thing about people. We want to have the background story. We want it to make sense. And so Spirit is saying, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Just see yourself as you are now, where you want to be, doing what you want to be doing. Keep it simple, okay? And have that mental picture in your mind. So again, you might want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos and see what the affirmations are there. You can put them all together, make one big ultimate affirmation. If you want to add anything else, feel free to do so. I've always found that the affirmations are most helpful to do by saying them out loud the first thing in the morning when you wake up and the last thing at night before you go to bed, because it helps to plant the seeds to make the thought automatic so that you're not having to remind yourself of it. You're reprogramming your thinking, okay? And if you want more messages, daily messages to kind of help you keep on track, don't forget every single day on Instagram and Facebook, I post a daily message. I post a pick a card in the afternoon. I post a card of the day in the morning. And a lot of people have been finding that helpful. And I'm picking winners every month from the likes and the comments on the social media. One person wins a free 30-minute reading, and then one person will win the prize that I'm giving away that month. So take advantage of that as well. If you haven't watched your channeled angel messages for the month, that could also be very helpful. Or if you're looking for love and romance, you can watch the love readings, and the August readings will be up soon for channeled angel messages and love and romance. So if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, you'll definitely get a notice when those are posted. Alrighty, Scorpios, I thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. I'm wishing you all a wonderful week. Take care.